DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now because we have you.
Good morning, freedom fighter.
Good morning, boys.
Damn, the energy's high today, isn't it? We're feeling all right.
Fucking A, feeling all right. Let me tell you, dude. Let me tell you something.
It's fucking November 24th.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. It's about to be Thanksgiving this Thursday. It's about to be, y'all know what season comes right after Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Black motherfucking Friday is this fucking Friday.
Delayed
right?
Walmart entry.
Yeah.
Delayed Walmart.
I'm telling you, dude, like that's fucking like like the season is upon us, gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I like to go to Walmart on Black Friday just to buy beer and elbow drop people like I'm trying to buy a TV.
I'm a people watcher. I kind of like doing Black Friday, but just to watch people. Literally just to watch people.
Do you remember when they were killing people during Black Friday?
Yeah.
That was a crazy time. That was a crazy time in our lives, right?
Late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, like shit got real. Shit got real, like gang. You know what I mean? Like,
have you ever did an overnight?
As far as no,
like
no.
For Black Friday?
No.
I
think when I was like 18, I was home on leave visiting for fucking Thanksgiving, and one of my buddies who was getting ready to start college, Best Buy had like some killer deal on a fucking laptop, and he convinced me to go fucking sit outside of Best Buy all fucking night with his ass.
And you did it. I mean, you're a good friend, Joe. You're a good friend. I mean,
you didn't buy anything?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that much.
You didn't buy anything?
I didn't have anything I wanted on sale that day.
But you're the tech guy.
You are the tech guy. He's not wrong. Like,
there wasn't a CD player or a cassette tape you wanted at that time?
Nothing that was on sale that I needed. That's the thing.
Fair. Completely fucking fair response. Like, I got you on that one.
It wasn't a fact that they didn't have some good shit on sale. It was the fact that I didn't need a fucking TV. I had just bought a fucking laptop, so I didn't need a fucking laptop at the time. I didn't need a fucking game system because I already had my fucking Xbox and my PlayStation, so I didn't need that. Like, everything that was on sale for Black Friday was shit I already had or had recently acquired in some way, shape, or form. There was just not a fucking need.
I've definitely shopped many times on Black Friday, but it's never been balls early in the morning. Like, not once, not ever. Like,
yeah.
Like, no.
I did it a few times when I was younger. I spent overnight, tented out, and all that stuff out when Circuit City was still a thing.
Circuit fucking City. Look at you with the fucking references, dude.
That's
Holy
a fucking
shit.
throwback right there,
That's
man.
a blast.
Man.
That's
So
a
that was
blast
an
from
old
the
one.
motherfucking past right there, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
so
shit.
over where I grew up in Union City, we had this plaza up on 32nd Street, and they had everything. There used to be a Toys R Us there too, which is crazy. It was one of the
I remember.
biggest Toys R Us around.
Yeah.
So across the street there was the Pizza Hut, but there was the plaza. But the biggest store in the plaza was Circuit City.
Okay.
And listen, I was a bad kid back in the day. I used to steal CDs from there and shit. But when I got older and I started
How'd you
doing
get
the
past
black.
the big plastic fucking doohickey that used to come on all the? How'd you get past that shit?
I used to just pop them. I used to rip the fucking plastics right off the CD cases, open up the film plastic, just slightly enough, just so I could bend, stick my finger inside to grab the CD out, and then stick it in my pocket. And I was wearing those raver pants from the
Oh
caffeine
god,
raver
you had like
pants.
have a whole fucking catalog in your fucking in your
Yeah,
pants,
dude, I
like,
was walking out with like maybe 30 CDs at one time, dude.
Oh,
do
damn.
you remember that movie Kids? When he's like,
Yeah.
he steals a fucking 40 by fucking sticking it down his pants. You know what I mean? Because his pants
Was
are so
that
goddamn baggy.
Casper? Was that Casper?
Casper, the dopest ghost, the dopest ghost.
That's
Yeah.
my twin. It's my twin, bro. We've
God
talked
damn
about
it.
this before.
Damn it.
But yeah, no, Circuit City. And I remember just getting back in the day, I was getting those like cheap starter guitars that Fender would put out. They were like $100. I would get some of those for Black Friday. But I'm hoping this year that I'm definitely trying to go the way of a PlayStation this year. I really want.
Are you looking to go into the PS5?
Yeah, and for many reasons. I mean, look, Xbox, I don't need it. Everything that I play on Xbox is on PC, and if I want to play with you guys, there's plenty of cross-play games to play.
And they've gone downhill. Like, let's just be real. Like, Microsoft has gone downhill in the console department, and
Listen,
it's not the same. It's not.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. It's just Starfield really took the wind out of me. This
is why we're DD214 Network now and not DD214 Gaming.
Yeah, there's bong rips in video games now. So
yeah, seriously, that's what I'm saying. Like we tried, but like it just turned into a fucking every week we'd be bitching about the newest the newest disappointment coming from the gaming industry. So it was like we got better shit to do with our time than fucking gripe and moan all the time.
So yeah. I mean I'm getting a PS5. There's a couple games I do want to play on there. I still haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Yota is going to be coming out.
Oh, are you in for a fucking treat?
Yeah.
Oh, are you in for
and then on top of that, I mean GTA 6 right now as we're talking as the meeting went, everything is still on track to release next year.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm really curious about this one because this is the first time that Rockstar has had a release that I've been like, meh. Like meh.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know how
a lot of people are. A lot of people are.
And it's really weird to say that about a Rockstar game. It's really, really weird to say that about a Rockstar game.
Well, let's also put into perspective. You've been abused, Jay. You've been abused.
It's been a very abusive relationship, especially. Like at the beginning, everything's all like flowery and you're in the honeymoon phase and they're releasing shit like every year or every other year. And then we got
fucking movies, man.
And then we got to GTA 5 and we got like no sex for like 7 years. And then after we had sex for the first time in 7 years, they didn't release any downloadable content. So like we didn't get any of the fun times. It was one of those really passive like, it was like a pity hand job. You know what I mean? It's like they're just giving you a pity hand job. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is like one of the most beautiful games I've ever played in my life. And since they've unlocked the code to it, they've discovered there was room in that game for at least 20 DLCs, 20 plus DLCs. And we've gotten a fucking goose egg on it. And like that's the kind of shit where I'm like, so GTA 6 is coming out next year, and I'm like,
yep, it's
okay.
Pretty.
I'm not buying a new console to play GTA 6. I can promise you that. No. Like I want to hear what you have to say about it when you play it. Put it that way.
I mean,
Put it
look,
that way.
obviously I'm excited for the game. I like Rockstar, and plus I've been covering a lot of stuff that's been going on with it too. So I'm gonna play it, but I'm getting a PS5 for it because it's not going to be coming out for PC for a while. I want to ask you guys something. I have a special thing that I did keep close to the chest that I didn't tell you guys about. We're gonna play a game.
Do you want to play a game?
We're gonna play a game right now.
What kind of game is it?
I really want to pick your brain, so we're gonna play Would You Rather.
Oh, nice. We haven't played this in a hot minute, dude. Are you serious?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn it.
Fuck yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
What the fuck are you doing, Stream Elements? Anyway,
Go ahead.
I think this one is pretty self-explanatory for all of us.
Yeah. Would you rather? I think all three of us are gonna pick the same one. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Joe, are you alive? What are you doing?
Yes.
He's keeping himself safe.
Yeah, he's like he's blacking the fuck out. Like
he's like,
I think I already know the answer to this one for all three of us, and I'm just gonna say very easily, I'm in the blue column on this one.
Yeah,
like hard with like with a T, like fucking like to the bone, like definitely
Perfect.
fucking without. Like
all right.
Not ashamed.
I mean, look at that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
25%. All right. Would you rather have sex with someone who was so loud that they woke the neighbors, or have sex with someone who was strangely silent?
Duh. Fucking so loud they woke the neighbors. What the fuck, dude?
I like loud. I like
loud. Red on this one also.
Yeah, like I hope yeah, I was gonna say these ones have been kind of obvious, like wow. Well, seeing as how I've gone 3 years without sex before, I'm gonna say go 3 years without sex. I could do that standing on my head. It's like going to jail. So
yeah, 3 years without sex is easy.
Yeah, no shit, man.
Standing on your head. Yeah.
Fucking thank you.
Be without pants all the time or be topless all the time?
Topless.
I don't know. I like that breeze, man.
So it says pants specifically. So I could still wear a kilt and I get the breeze of going pantless.
Do shorts count as pants? Yeah, pant, right?
Yeah. I would count shorts.
You're basically
not a
like,
kilt.
you'd have to be walking around in like boxer shorts or like underwear. You know what I mean? I'm assuming that's what that would entail. Like, so you'd be looking like fucking Walter White in the first episode of Breaking Bad when he like runs out in his fucking tighty whities and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, topless all the time to get you off my mind.
Also, come on.
I mean, I pretty much.
Oh, now we're getting into the nitty gritty. Use handcuffs or a riding crop during sex. I'm gonna have to flip a coin on this one, gentlemen.
Okay, what's a riding crop?
It's like a little whip. It's like a little. Dude, you don't watch like BDSM when you fucking get on Pornhub?
No.
You little puss. Puss.
Yeah, it's a whip. My guy.
It's basically a small whip, but a riding crop is actually.
So where are we?
I'm definitely using handcuffs. I'm using handcuffs, but
I was going to say, where's the both?
Right? I would just say yes to this. Yes. Like, how about I use handcuffs and then use a riding crop? Like both. No, traditionally a riding crop, John, is a tool you would use with a horse and like to whip it behind you. Like when you see those movies where they're like whipping them, that's a riding crop. It's why it's called a riding crop. It's exactly like it's in the term.
Wow, it sounds like it hurts. So we're going with the handcuffs, which a lot of people seem to agree as well.
It's all right, ladies. Jay's got some love for you too. It's all right.
Ooh, would you rather moan strangely or make an ugly face every time you come?
Dude, can I tell a funny story?
Yeah.
A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Jay was with a lady who we had fun together, right? During our fun times, you know. But when she would get the big O, she looked like she was getting shot, like she had been shot. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like explosion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be crude. I don't like to kiss and tell, but like this poor woman, like she looked like she had been shot every time she had an O, every fucking time, dude. It was really cool actually. Like I knew I was doing the job right, at least. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you were shooting something, all right.
Shooting fucking something, dude. I was definitely shooting expert on the range. Okay, that day. You know what I mean? Definitely shooting expert.
Holy shit. Holy shit. So
Yeah.
are
What's
we
up,
going
D?
what up from the dungeon? So are we doing Moan Strangely then?
I'm doing make an ugly face every time you come because I want to see you look like you got shot, dude. That way I know I did my job.
I'm glad I chose this category. Oh, you missed a lot. Oh shit, here we fucking go.
Ooh. Who's the live stream going to? That's a better question.
Probably
do
like
the live
an
stream.
OnlyFans live stream. So,
Ooh, I don't know about all the voyeurism. You know what I mean? Like we can talk about that if we're like in person. You know what I mean? Like that's a whole different adult discussion, right? But
or do we do it in person? What do you mean, Jay? Context.
I mean, like how freaky do we? That's what I'm saying. Like how freaky are we getting here? You know what I mean? Because like I'm not exactly
apparently
opposed.
really fucking freaky according to these questions.
I'm not exactly opposed. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. Like
From the dungeon says live stream all the way. I couldn't agree more. Let the world see what you're able to do.
On this one, I'm more on the using a whip side because I already kind of I do that sometimes, but whatever. We won't talk about that right now. Like so, is anybody surprised?
No.
I got to see. I'm curious. Oh wow.
Fucking AJ.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Would you sleep with a celebrity or with the sexiest person you know?
Sexiest person I know, hands down.
Who's the celebrity?
Fuck a celebrity, dude. Fuck a celebrity, but not literally.
You can't choose.
There's no celebrity that I would like. I can't even think of a single celebrity other than like my little like teenage crushes in like a couple of the
Blue
movies.
on this one.
Like, oh, what's this? Pay every time or get? That's not even a fuck. Pay me, dude. Pay me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Blue.
how stupid are they? Yeah, how stupid are they? Come on. I'm pretty sure we're all gonna pick the.
Oh, this is easy. This is easy. Red.
If you click red, I'm going to reach through the screen and smack you, John.
Wait a minute. Is this a trick question? What do you think the percentages are going to be like on this one?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong doing the male,
no,
female.
of course.
But
I just thought we were going with the theme. Or maybe I'm just too.
No,
never mind.
I'd rather be the meat in the sandwich here, not have other meat in that sandwich.
Yeah, not the slice of bread.
Yeah.
Not the slice of bread.
We'll do 5 more. Oh shit. Would you rather have semen on your face or have semen in your ass?
The fuck?
I think that last question was the last question, John.
Jesus Christ! Like, are we going into the? Are we going a little on the lavender side here now?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Fucking
hell, John.
Hey, put it in my ass. Put it in my ass.
Yeah. Spend a steamy. What do you guys want?
Johansson. Johansson by far. Megan Fox.
Yeah. ScarJo.
Oh,
who the fuck?
Holy
no
shit.
Fucking way. No fucking way. Dude, Megan Fox has fucked MGK, dude. She's got to have like fucking herpes at least, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Fuck no, Snake.
Would you rather have sex in your parents' bed or would you rather have sex or in your room while your parents are at home?
So
I've done both.
Yeah, I was about to say I've done both of these. Like, this isn't a question. This is I've done them both. Like,
oh my god. Oh fuck. God damn it. Pick one, John. I quit.
I mean, Blue, this is the easy one.
This is just reminding me how much of a fucking degenerate I am. You know what I mean? Like this whole like little game.
Have passionate intercourse with a 300-pound hairy woman who then stalks you, or quickly with a vagrant who then later complains about your poor performance.
A fucking vagrant, dude.
Yeah, I'm going poor performance on this one all day with vagrant.
Yeah, dude. like that would be the first time I slept with a homeless person. Like,
oh shit. Oh, only have period sex for the rest of your life. Have anal sex for the rest of your life. Ooh,
anal.
Yeah,
I'm down with the blood, dude. Don't get me wrong, dude. Like, but
it's healthy.
Every time for the rest of your life. Like, that's a lot of iron.
What do they call that? What do they call that? A blood eagle?
No, if you eat, it's Red Wings.
Red Wings. Red Wings.
If you eat, yeah.
All right, last one.
I mean, I can definitely go with the red option on that, though, because
it doesn't bother me. But
here's my stipulation. Here's my stipulation. I get to play out Rafiki from fucking The Lion King and do this to your forehead.
Like, it's just like
Simba.
The circle of life.
Because I mean, I've got the cave draw Simba attached.
La mina, la pinta, la Santa Maria.
So, yeah, we know, John. We know.
We're on a whole nother wavelength today for some odd reason. I don't know what's going on.
Are we really complaining though?
No, we're not. So we got a couple things. I played a new game this week called Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. Xbox exclusive, and it's Microsoft, PC and Xbox. Great game. First person shooter, but the only problem with it is that they need some more work on it. The game is a 7.5 out of 10. I've also played Microsoft Flight Simulator. Do you want to know how to fly a plane? Well, guess what? You actually need to take the time to learn how to play the game before you learn how to fly a plane. Okay? You have to do river rescues, rescue people from sinking ships, crop dusting, and so on and so forth. They actually made Flight Simulator into an actual fun game.
Well, I mean, anytime I eat chili, I crop dust my wife.
I was gonna say, I crop dust people all the fucking time, bro.
Oh yeah, I bet you those games don't ban you for cursing at your friends. Can we talk about something real quick? And Squilini and Jay,
I think we talked about this last week.
No. It's another thing. From the dungeon, get your ass on fucking Discord. Like, straight up. It's time. Jay may not be much help in this department, but I know he has used it, and he does find it at least a little beneficial when he wants to communicate with us if he has to find us. But like, Squilini, help this man. Because here's the context.
I mean, I 100% will go the Discord route over in-game fucking voice chat any day, for the mere fact of that in-game, like the incident you had happen, D. What you had happen from the dungeon where they banned you for cussing at one of the party members in your own fucking party. You know, it doesn't happen on fucking Discord chats. That exact fucking thing. And now you can, if you're playing on Xbox, you can link your Discord to your Xbox and join Discord chat straight from your Xbox without having to have a secondary audio source. You need to go to Discord.
Yeah, Discord right now is one of the best sources of communication, especially in a how do you say this? In a block, right? Everyone is in a block, and you get to, if you want to communicate with someone, you could go into that block and really just like, oh, hey, there you are. How you doing and stuff. I find it more beneficial than the phone sometimes, to be honest with you. Especially for business things.
The amount of times I've needed to, grab John real quick, and it's just fucking. I already sit at a fucking computer all damn day, so it's like I've got Discord on my fucking computer on my Mac. My Mac I use for fucking my full-time job on top of other things. If I need to fucking get with John real quick about something in the middle of the fucking day, you know what I do? I fucking hop on Discord. I ping John. I say, hey, let's hop in a call real quick. Boom, I've got John.
Yep. Here, let's pull back the curtain a little bit, right? You guys feel like pulling back the curtain?
Fucking every day, dude. Send it.
So
Fucking send it.
So look at this. So this. Oh nope, this is not.
Oh, that was John's
wrong screen.
That was John's Pornhub fucking browsing.
It's my fucking Twitch screen, you asshole.
Same difference.
Whatever. Same.
So this right here. So you have all your Discord stuff here. This is actually the DD214 Network Discord, which we do talk in there, and each Discord is something different. Like this is the DD214 Network one. This is my main Clean Sanchez Media one. Then I have one for certain games. There's Paradise, and so on and so forth. So if you wanted to make,
there is not mine, you dickhead.
Yeah,
it's in the bottom, okay? I don't, you know how it is. You know how it is. I need more action from your Discord.
I need people to get in the Discord and start being active to fucking get that. Like
I actually feel that pain too, because my Discord's pretty empty too. All there is a bunch of updates from me talking about bullshit,
Yeah, but then again, I'm either active in the DD214 Discord or I'm active in the Basement Gameworks Discord. Both are communities that I fucking
How is the DD214 one doing, by the way? Since I'm like never fucking there.
It got a little lively this week because Mr. Cleary jumped in and he asked all of us nerds a fucking question about some shit, and there was some back and forth, some discussion, some debating, me flicking Shango off, Shango flicking me, giving me the bird.
Really, Shango? Really? You got pissed off?
It was all in jest.
It was all in jest. Okay. It was just all in good fucking fun.
Like Shango's one of those guys, like I'd hate to see him mad because I just can't even imagine it. You know what I mean? It's like I can't even, like, the way he talks.
He's that silent kid in the back of the classroom you got to watch out for, because when he gets mad, shit's about to get fucked up.
He's soft-spoken. Yeah, he's soft-spoken. And those are the ones you got to look out for. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. Like, because like they don't talk a lot, so it's like, what's waiting underneath the fucking surface?
Yeah, he's very informational too when it comes to things, especially on the Sony side and especially on the Android side of things, because most of us are on iPhone and PC, and he's on like the other parts that he could fill in some of those spots that maybe me or even Squillini, very rarely, but even sometimes Squillini,
I can dig it.
Yeah, and I mean, like with what the discussions were in the Discord this week, it was, I guess Cleary was up for a phone upgrade, needing to get a new phone. So he was just asking between the latest Samsung phone and the latest
S24
iPhone, which route to go between the S24, the iPhone 16. And, we've got our iPhone guys in there. We've got our Android people in there. Shango's mainly the Android person. The rest of us are on iPhone. Outside of EJ,
so you could see how that conversation kind of went.
Yeah.
So, he was, but I will give it to him. He pointed out the strengths with both systems and the weaknesses with both, and gave really good information to Cleary on, if this is what you're going to use the device for, go with this over this.
Yeah.
On both fronts. So, he didn't fanboy it like some people will do. He gave informative information, and then he called me out for being an Apple fanboy, and that's when the all in jest, like me giving a middle finger emoji and all that shit.
I've called you out for being an Apple fanboy, you fucking Apple fanboy. Like I've
also explained the reasoning behind the use of fucking all the Apple products. Like,
fuck you, Jay.
But see, that's the thing, Jay. We've
what? Oh shit.
Try that again. But we've had a discussion though. Like, I have a practical use for everything I own. I'm not just buying Apple's products because it has the fucking Apple logo on it. I buy it for a fucking reason.
Which is fair. And you are like a tech guy. So it is in jest. I have this long-standing deep hatred of multinational corporate conglomerates. So it's one of those things where like when I see people being loyal to something that would fucking like run over you like with the treads of a tank and not think twice about it, I have to laugh and make fun of it because that's just not me.
No, I mean, and I get that.
It's okay that it's you. It's okay that it's you. It's just not me.
Because again, I know, if Apple ever had to fucking flip the script and fucking turn on me for whatever reason, they're not loyal to me just because I'm loyal to them. No. But I'm only loyal to them because their products do what I need out of a fucking tech product.
Fair is fair. Fair is fair. I've been the need to no one. Like ever again.
Because like, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like all my shit's all interconnected. My phone's connected to my computers. My computer's connected to my phone. My phone, my computers, my tablet, like everything's intertwined. So a text message comes through here. I get it on my fucking computer. I get it on my iPad. I get fucking everything's it's all the ecosystem. It flawlessly works together. The security's fucking great. So I don't have to worry about shit getting hacked into. That's what I'm looking for from a device. I don't use my PC as much because there's a lot more vulnerability on that front.
Right. Yeah, vulnerability. Yeah, I know.
It has all the NSA already had all of my fucking metadata before I even had a fucking iPhone.
All right. So next thing, I have a special announcement, and then we're gonna get into some of the saucy stuff that happened this week.
Ooh-wee.
So first off, big announcement: the Clean Sanchez Annual is officially announced for June 21st, 2025. This is going to be a culmination and a celebration of all Clean Sanchez Media podcasts. And it's going to be an all-day event. Fantastic.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Nerds.
So, I'll get to you in a second. I'll get to that in 1 second, my brother. So the Clean Sanchez Annual. And D, while you're here, let me ask you something. Do you want to be on the Clean Sanchez Annual? Ooh. It's going to be an all-day podcast event with podcasts made by Clean Sanchez Media and its partners and affiliates. We're working on musical guests right now, which, obviously the musical guest part, they won't be live. Those will be a pre-recorded session that they will do specifically for it. For the show, but this is happening. It's going to be a celebration, and maybe in 2027 we'll do it in person.
That's not a bad idea. I think we need stuff to look forward to in days like these, and that's something like, okay, now I have to survive at least until June 21st, 2025.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that gives me a reason to at least make it another 7 months, right? Like,
yeah,
we'll get there.
Gives us that goal.
Yeah, it's a goal. It's a goal.
Yeah. And it's really cool because DD214 is going to be opening up the show.
Fucking A. You're goddamn fucking right we are. Are you kidding me?
When you get to Sanchez Castle, the warriors at the gate are the DD214 warriors, and they're the ones holding it down, giving you beer and berries as you're walking in, getting you prepared for what's to come. But DD214 Network is going to open it. I'm actually very excited about this because I've always wanted to do something. Since I'm a broke bitch, I wanted to do something that I could show my appreciation for. And then at the same time, everyone gets 2 weeks of free time, not have to worry about the podcast. And then we get a fresh restart when everyone comes back.
And June 21st is like the first day of summer. So like that's a way to kick off the summer with like a 2-week vacation. Like that's pretty cool.
And then we come back hard.
That actually gives me an idea. Do you have the ability with some of our old episodes? Can we do like reruns? So like the 2 weeks that we're not live, can we do reruns?
I've actually, it's funny you say that because I've been wanting to do something like that. where there's like where I could put like a bunch of like our videos into like a channel of some sort and like let it play?
Well, and like what I was kind of, well, yes, and kind of what I was getting at too was, we've been doing this for 4 fucking years, so we've had a sporadic kind of like audience that kind of comes in, goes out, comes back in, goes out, but we've garnered enough people that watch. Some of the newer people to our network family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe haven't seen some of the older episodes, and kind of like, you know, like we're like it's really hard to do a deep dive on a show like ours, because every goddamn show is like an hour and a half fucking long. That's really, I mean, you talk about a deep. What's today's episode number? 185.
185.
And we had how many before we actually started numbering them? Like 50 or 40 or 50.
Can you imagine if we just never numbered them and we just went with it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you talk about content, we're in the thousands of hours at this point. We're in the thousands of hours at this point. Like, so it's like, I don't expect somebody that just comes into DD214, if they happen to like us well enough to subscribe. I don't expect somebody to do a deep dive or an extremely deep dive, because there's too much. There's literally too much content, and it's like you wouldn't know where the fuck to start. You wouldn't know where the fuck to start.
There is so much content with all Clean Sanchez Media that if there was like a live channel, DD214 would be on like every other hour on the hour. Because there's so many episodes.
Because we do it live every fucking week.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it live every week for 4 fucking years. Literally 4 fucking
exactly.
Well, we're coming up on 4.5 actually. We're coming up on 4.5. Our first ever episode was June of 2020. So we're coming up on 4.5.
This podcast really is the founding podcast for Clean Sanchez Media.
Hold on.
Technically,
he's done. That'd be bong rips and video games. I know the answer to this question.
Yeah, it's actually bong rips and video games. But DD214 was the one that pretty much, because bong rips and video games.
We stuck it out.
Yeah, like, that's what I was trying to say. We stuck it out, and you know, I mean,
that's what I was meaning. Is
but
necessarily the first ever, but we're the longest running.
Yes,
we're the longest running. We're the longest tenured. Yes, we're the longest tenured right now.
Yeah,
because bong rips and video games had to do some Jason Voorhees shit and have a little bit of a resurrection.
It's kind of funny how it's like some of these things, like, you know, we thought that would never come back, and then all of a sudden we're smoking weed in an expo.
That's
saying let's start a podcast.
When you're an adult, when you can behave responsibly, when you take care of your fucking business, and you don't, you know, like, it's okay to cut loose a little bit. And that's kind of what we do. We cut loose on here once a week for an hour and a half. John cuts loose on fucking bong rips and video games when they do their thing. You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's like going out and going dancing once a week, you know, with your old lady.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to dance.
Right. Like, you take your old lady line dancing once a week. That's like what you do to like cut loose. You know what I mean? Like, just like get some of the energy out. What's up, Fred? Like, but yeah, like, that's just what you do. There's nothing wrong with it.
6.
Yeah, he's got 6. Like, this, no shit. He's got 6 fucking podcasts. That's all he does right now from the dungeon. That's literally all he does right now.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been streaming a lot more.
I'm saying, like, as far as like, you spend an inordinate amount of time with your podcasts. And
now I'm actually seeing some good fruition with my streams too. I got sponsored by Game of Thrones. You know, like
the game?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I got sponsored by Game of Thrones Winter is Coming by R2 Games, and I've been playing. Look, it's not my style. I don't know shit about Game of Thrones, but I got sponsored and I'm getting paid. You know what I mean? So that's enough. That's enough for me to be like, well, fuck it. Now I wish I could have gotten the $8,000 sponsorship, but those spots got taken pretty quick. So, but you know,
you're good, man. I'm digging what you're doing, dude. Like, keep fucking moving forward, dude. Keep moving forward. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, the Clean Sanchez Annual. I'm excited for it. I'm hoping that within a few years, you know, it's gonna be fun. And again, the very last show of that night is gonna be Clean and Friends. And again, if you guys are able to make it, come to the after party, which would be a Clean and Friends episode. But yeah, I mean, it's all that damn head of hair, bro. Get it? I wish it was the hair. I wish it was the hair.
How long are you gonna what's the style you're going for? Like, how long are you gonna grow it? Because like when I grew my hair out in my early 20s, the first like legitimate haircut I got was like 6 years. So like I grew it out for 6 fucking years.
You know,
like,
I'm liking the length of it now.
It looks pretty good. I'm not.
I really like it.
Like the shoulder length.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
I feel like
you look good. You look good, bro. Go back to some of our early episodes. Holy shit, John looks like a fucking mook. Like in a couple of them. Like, you poor bastard, dude. You look scruffy.
Yo, there were times that I just really didn't give a fuck.
Well, we all have seasons, right? But like you looked a little scruffy, but that's okay. That's just where you were at the time. I'm not talking.
I was going through an addiction and what do you call that? A withdrawal too during the early days too. Remember,
we both had some times in those early days. We both had some times, and we still have times to this day, do we not?
No, we don't.
That's why we carry on.
We do. Sorry.
That's why we carry on. That's exactly why the fuck we carry on.
Yeah. So you ready to get saucy and talk some shit?
Yeah.
So this one shouldn't take that long, but we saw what happened. I believe it was yesterday. Conor McGregor found guilty of sexual assault on a woman and
rape. Let's just call it what it is. It's rape. Rape.
The only reason why I didn't say it is because I don't know what the algorithm does with that word.
Dude, I don't give a dude. Come on, it's Jay, dude. I don't give a fuck what the algorithm says.
I know, but we have 10 people watching. I don't want them. I don't know if that's a word that gets us shut down.
Hey, report us.
It's not.
It's not.
We're recovering the news. We're covering the news. Report us, please.
So there's another podcast. There's another couple other veteran-run podcasts that I watch on YouTube. And they say rape all the fucking time, and their shit's not been demonetized or fucking pulled down.
We talk about fucking killing and fucking like picking up body parts and shit, dude. Like, and I can't say the word rape. Like, fuck off. You're right. You know what I mean? It like the fucking murder and the violence is okay, but saying a word like rape isn't, because like we call it what it is. It's fucking rape. It's rape.
Yeah,
rape. Like it rhymes with rape.
Yep.
I'm the rapist.
And Conor McGregor is found guilty. I mean, I know a lot of people are not surprised. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on, and I actually kind of feel like
what a fall from grace.
I don't
fall from grace, dude.
Now
I don't fucking fall from grace.
Oh yeah, and now I don't think we're gonna hear much more about any sexual cases against him, but I think we're gonna hear about a lot of other stuff about him coming soon. About
what are we hearing about fucking Diddy, the diddler? You know
that trial's like next year.
Dude,
the trial's next year.
What is it about having boatloads of fucking money that turns people into such giant fucking pieces of shit? That's what I want to know.
Yep.
Like, and I don't want to find out personally. I just want to know the answer to that question. What is it about having boatloads of money that turns people into giant fucking pieces of shit?
Did you see what the guy, Jonathan Majors, his girlfriend, while ex-girlfriend dropped the case?
I don't know anything about that. Like whenever I hear about, we three sitting here, we were all in the Army. Mm-hmm. So I know all three of us have strong feelings about sexual assault, rape, stuff like that. And that's notwithstanding how we already felt about it in our personal lives before and after the Army. But it's one of those things where, like, sometimes when cases get dropped, they get dropped because, it was bullshit. Other times cases get dropped because people feel threatened or they don't want to have to fucking get on a fucking stand in court and describe vividly this traumatic fucking event that happened to them, right? Like, so it really is a psychological fuck you. You know what I mean? When we talk about sexual violence, we were playing Would You Rather earlier, and we were making some jokes, you know, and joking around a little bit about the sex. But the reality is, sex is a serious fucking thing. It needs to be two consenting adults.
Yes.
They need to both be on board with what the fuck is going to go on or what's not going to go on, right? And anytime those lines are crossed, it's bad juju.
Aaron, I'll be back.
You're good. So we don't fuck with that, and we don't play with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if the safety word is banana, and I hear the word banana, okay, I stop. Everything stops. Everything fucking stops. Immediately stops, because my partner, whoever my partner happens to be, you know, that day or night or fucking season, whatever the fuck, my partner needs to feel safe with me. And I, in turn, need to feel safe with my partner. And you can't feel safe if somebody's doing stuff, or if they don't stop, or if, you know, whatever. There's no excuse. There's just no fucking excuse, because it's not hard. If you have to go that hard during sex that you can't stop when somebody says stop, I just want to remind everyone out there that fucking porn is free. Porn is fucking free. All right? On the whole ass internet, it's fucking free. Beat your fucking dick for the rest of your life if you can't control yourself. And I don't give a fuck what substances you may or may not have indulged in that night. No excuse. There's no excuse for sexual violence. There's no excuse for fucking rape. There's no excuse for sexual assault. Ever. Ever. I just want to make that crystal fucking clear, so that anybody that questions some of our ethics and morals on this show, because we do joke a lot, but if you ever question our ethics and morals, I would highly advise you to fucking be very well aware that we do not fuck around here. We do not fuck around. And if you're a fucking rapist, right? I hope you enjoy your fucking time in prison, because you're going to get treated fucking very well there. Very, very well there. Along with all the other fucking assholes that decided to employ fucking violence with their dick, okay, against women or children. You're going to get treated very, very well. So enjoy your fucking time. Fuck you, Conor McGregor, you fucking piece of shit. You got fucking every red panty night you wanted in the fucking world. You fucking made it to the top of the fucking mountain, and you had to fucking, and you still had to rape. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. Joe, fucking help me out. I'm about to have a heart attack from fucking getting pissed.
I mean, it's, in all honesty, though, you've got every fucking right to be pissed.
I just don't get it. I've never quite understood the I don't know. Fucking where the fuck is John? Fucking bringing this shit up. Where the fuck is John? I need to yell at somebody.
Fucking brings it up and then walks off.
Yeah, right. Gets fucking jail riled up, and then he just fucking walks off, and like just meanders off into the fucking, like, off into the forest on a little jaunt. You know what I mean? Like, god damn it, John. The fuck. Oh shit.
The fuck are you saying now? My fucking
get back in here. Like, you brought up the whole, you got me all riled up, and then you fucking walked away.
You're really good at that, though, John.
Hell yeah, it's 100% fact. It was all over the news yesterday. The guy's a rapist.
It's a huge fucking fall from grace. Like, you talk about like and when you watch some of his early footage, like when he was coming up, like way before he was ever champion, way before he was in the UFC, some of the things that he talks about, some of it, like his vision, his dreams, and to watch him just like blow it all on fucking coke and hookers, basically, to the point where he ends up with a fucking rape charge. Like, Jesus, like, what the fuck happened, man? Like, it's like when, you know, you ever have one of those friends that like had the fucking, like, the world in the palm of their hand, like the whole fucking world. Like, they were going to make it. They were going to fucking just be this thing of beauty, right?
Here you go, D.
What do you think?
Have to say sorry for what has happened.
A woman who. So, like, they had the whole world in the palm of their hands. And then, like, you know, senior year of high school or sometime during college or after, you know, post-college in their 20s, they just got into some bad shit. And then, like, when you watch them fall, they fall so hard and so far and so fast, there's no recovery. There's no like I've fallen in my life many, many times. I'll be the first to admit. I've stumbled 1,000 million fucking times, but I never fell so hard and so far and so fast that there was no recovery. Like, this shit is like unrecoverable. Like, he might do a little bit of time in prison and get out, but he's forever going to be a fucking rapist.
Yeah.
Like, you're a rapist for the rest of your life. Like that's your legacy. That's going to be, he's not going to be remembered as a goddamn fucking two-time UFC, the first champ in the UFC. He's a fucking rapist. Who
would have ever thought that Dana White was right when they asked him, is Conor McGregor going to fight again? And he said no. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad. It's bad because
it was so beautiful watching him come up. It was magic. It was art.
And it's beautiful watching him fall too.
Well,
I have to say it.
When he fucking deserves it, you're goddamn right. When you motherfucker, you get what you fucking asked for.
Absolutely.
You get what you fucking signed up for.
There's footage of him and his wife, doing cocaine around the kids. There's a whole bunch of crazy shit going on with that, So it's like, when you see justice brought to like bad people, it's like, all right, cool. But it's like, again, you said this was someone that we used to watch, that we used to love watch, We used to love watching them fight. We used to love watching them talk shit. And even then, I even think like he started losing his mind around the Floyd Mayweather time. He started getting a little.
Even before that, I mean, we're talking like after he beat Aldo. Thank you. And then he like started like kind of teetering, but then he had an amazing performance against Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah.
And once he beat Eddie Alvarez, it was over. It was like that was the pinnacle. That night was the pinnacle for him. And that was in 2018. I remember because I was on my third deployment in Afghanistan. I watched it in Afghanistan. Or was it 2016 or 2018? One of the two. Whatever the fuck. I was watching it in Afghanistan. Maybe it was 2016. Fucking that would have been my second deployment.
No, but it's still like, when we see, because he's not the first athlete. He's definitely not going to be the last. You know what I mean?
No, which is also fucking sad. Which is also fucking sad. Which is also can we talk about something like the elephant in the room too?
Yeah.
Because every once in a while I'll have conversations with female friends, like lady friends of mine, just friends, nothing, whatever. And I think we broached this topic on the show before, but we didn't dive deep. The amount of dudes that are fucking creeps and the amount of women that get harassed, is it makes me want to vomit. It makes me want it's 100%. The number is 100%. Every woman I've talked to has been harassed, more than once, especially over text. If they're on a dating site, we're talking unsolicited dick pics, fucking people, hey, how you doing? And going right into like sex talk and stuff like that. It's like, dudes, like how many dudes are creeps out there? Because holy fucking shit, that's just not how you behave. It's just not how you fucking behave. Life is not a fucking porno. Okay? Life is fucking life. And women are fucking human beings. Like, God damn it. Okay. And if you happen to be gay, fucking your potential partner is a fucking human being. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of gender, like it's one of those things where like there's no place in this world for that kind of rudeness and that kind of ugliness to just like shine its fucking like nasty fucking light. Cause that's exactly where and how sexual violence becomes a thing. You know what I mean? And there's no excuse for it. There's just no fucking excuse for it, period.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Joe, please.
No, I mean, you're hitting everything pretty much dead on with that.
Put your mouth a little closer to the mic real quick, Joe.
Mic check 1 2 test.
Okay, you might just have to keep it a little closer. Okay.
No, I was playing with volume. Give me a second. Is that better?
But hey, Butterfly, like I don't think you're very far off. And the fact that people get get away, or like it gets forgotten and forgiven, you know, that kind of shit. Like I'm going to be the first to say, dude, like I don't play by those rules. I don't forgive. I definitely don't forget. If you act like a piece of shit once in my presence, like we're done. And John knows very well, like, because we won't get into it, but John knows that very, very well. Like, and we won't get into that, but that's, if you act like a piece of shit once in my motherfucking presence, like we're done. Like
there's a morality in it too.
And like, and that's what I said earlier. I'm not going to pretend to be the bastion of like ethics and morals all the time. But there's a couple of hard lines in the fucking sand I draw, and they're not hard lines to fucking draw. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit, holy fucking shit. When Jay Campbell is the one in the room that's fucking right, you're in the fucking wrong room. You're in the wrong fucking room. If I'm the one that's fucking right about everything, like, holy shit, because it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Fuck Conor McGregor.
Yeah, so let's cool down, and because we know you're about to get hot again with your Roadhouse soon. But while you guys are waiting, let me tell you guys something about I don't have my script, so we're gonna do it off the cuff. We're gonna do it off the cuff, and Jay, you already know what button to hit too.
Oh, great.
Do we have that? Oh wait, oh yes, I do. Hold on. Oh wait, no, we don't have it. We don't have it on here. Damn it. The trumpet.
Okay, well,
sad trumpets. We don't have that.
Oh no, I was saying the John's a sellout thing, but guys, do you want to make podcast? Do you guys want to?
Oh yeah, I already had that. Here you go.
I lost my script, so here we go. So, guys, do you want to make podcasts like us or do video game streams like me and even sometimes Squilini? Guys, use the link that is in the description below, and you can use Streamlabs, and you get a nice little deal with it. You get to use things like Talk Studio, like this, what we're using now. You get some really cool stuff. You get to multi-stream. You get to use the Streamlabs Studio. You get cross-clip. You get a website, you get a merch site, and if you want merch, go to cleansanchezmedia.com. We have I don't think I've actually said this yet. Have we shown the ugly sweater yet?
Daddy, chill.
Ugly sweater? Oh no, I don't think we have. No,
yeah, I don't think we've actually advertised it yet.
No, we have not. Go ahead. You might, yeah. Well, it fucking Thanksgiving is this week, so you might as fucking well. Right?
That's true. Guys, we have ugly sweaters. We have ugly sweaters.
Literally.
DD214 style. They're pretty ugly too.
It wouldn't be us if they fucking weren't.
Yeah. Now,
literally after fucking Thursday, after Thanksgiving, it is officially ugly Christmas sweater season.
It is.
Yes, it is, and I can't wait. There's also a BRVG one that was designed by Geo. There's actually going to be a couple new things coming to the site soon. So, and then use the code below. Jay, you gave me a link earlier.
Yeah. So there's a link in the description.
They are.
And the reason I wanted to notify everyone of the link in the description is because Joe Rogan on his podcast a couple days ago made some very befuddling remarks about Ukraine. And if you've been following the show long enough, you know exactly how we feel about the war in Ukraine right now, how big of fans we are not of Russia and Putin and what the fuck is going on there. If you want to read, it's making because it's been a couple days, it's making like the main media now about what Joe Rogan said. So you guys can look that up for yourselves. I'm not going to hold your fucking hand, but look up what Joe Rogan said about Ukraine a couple days ago. And for all of you people out there that are worried about how much of our fucking weapons or munitions or tax money is going to Ukraine, I just want to fucking remind you that they didn't start the motherfucking war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to remind every last goddamn one of you, because when you listen to fucking HGH fucking pumping, TRT abusing, Trimbolone sandwich fucking eating pieces of shit like Joe Rogan, and if that's where you're getting your information from, okay, you're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong. Dude, have you seen how big his fucking head is? Look at how fucking big that fucking idiot's head is.
Well,
Your head. Do you want to know why his head's so fucking big? Look at him when he's on fucking Fear Factor and look at him now. You want to know why his head's so fucking big? Because he's been on fucking TRT and HGH. It's not hard. The dude's a fucking drug abuser, straight up. And he just happens to have the biggest podcast in the world. And now he's fucking parroting Russian bullshit. Saying fuck you to Ukraine and talking shit about Zelensky. And I just want to remind you, Joe Rogan, the Russians fucking started the motherfucking war on a sovereign nation that gave up its nuclear weapons in 1991 with the explicit promise that they wouldn't be ever attacked. They became a nuclear nation. They became a nuclear armed nation when the USSR broke up in 1991. Look at the fuck up. They voluntarily returned their nukes to Russia with the explicit promise they would never be fucking touched. These fucking cocksucks went in fucking 2014 and took over Crimea. And on February 22nd, 2022, they're not in fucking NATO. What are you talking about? Who cares if they do? Like, seriously, is that your fucking argument? Like, that they're not supposed to join NATO? Hey, guess what? There's a couple of other former Soviet socialist republics, like in the Baltics, that did join NATO. So what?
No, I think he was asking, wasn't like part of the agreement
it was
that
not.
They weren't allowed to join NATO.
No. That's fucking propaganda. No. And by the way, there's former Soviet socialist republics that are in NATO now because of fucking Russia. Sweden, famously fucking neutral between the West and the East. Sweden is in fucking NATO now because of Russia. Okay? Fuck Joe Rogan. Fuck fucking Russia times 10. Okay? And fuck goddamn Vladimir Putin. And I also want to say this. Okay? What about Mariupol, Joe Rogan? That fucking link that we have in the fucking goddamn description, it's a free documentary. It won the Oscar last year. It's called 20 Days of Mariupol. Fucking watch it. That's what Russians do when they fucking take your shit over. What about Bucha? Look up what they did in Bucha. All right? They're still fucking there right now. I don't want to hear this fucking bullshit. Everyone's getting all fucking sad about our tax dollars. Guess what? We're giving away shit that is fucking outdated for us. And because we're giving it away, that means we have to manufacture more here, which produces jobs, which produces fucking money. Right? And everyone's so fucking worried about where their goddamn tax money is going. No, they're not worried about it. They're fucking parroting fucking Russian propaganda that's getting also parroted by fucking certain politicians in parts of our government. I don't want to fucking hear this bullshit. Watch 20 Days of Mariupol and tell me I'm fucking wrong. The link is fucking right there. The link's fucking right there. If you're not down with fucking Ukraine, if you're down with fucking Russia, if you're down with Russian, like parroting Russian bullshit, get the fuck out. We don't fucking need you. We don't fucking need you here. All right? Period.
Wasn't this supposed to be a roadhouse?
There is a roadhouse, actually.
No, the roadhouse was different from that. There's a different. The roadhouse is something different, John.
Son of a bitch. Oh, what?
I always thought the roadhouse was aggressive and energetic, and well, not always.
I've been a little aggressive today. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a little aggressive.
This is the first time you've been aggressive all day,
dude. I get agitated about Ukraine.
It wasn't until I started talking about fuckstick that you started getting all wild.
Well, we talked about rape, and then now we're talking about more rape, which is the rape of an entire country. What's up, Fred? Yeah. You know what? Can we do the roadhouse?
Yeah, let's do the roadhouse.
Can we do the roadhouse?
No, we can't.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah, because we got the roadhouse, and then we got Thanksgiving to talk about too.
So all I've got to say, and this is all I've got to say to Joe Rogan.
Go ahead.
This is all I've got to say to Joe Rogan.
Please. Shut up, bitch. Yeah, you fucking like goddamn steroid abusing fucking fuck. You ain't shit, Joe Rogan. Oh.
Yeah, that we say this all the time.
We say the same thing. We say this. The only problem I'm starting to have with that now is the war's been going on for 2.5 years and they've lost like 500,000 people. And it's like, Can you imagine if we, dude, when our boys and girls got killed in Afghanistan, it made like CNN, like every time.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine losing 500,000? Like there'd be riots in the streets here. There'd be riots in the fucking streets. So now I'm starting to question the Russian people. I'm like, I don't like doing that. Like it, like they're clearly like beyond brainwashed.
Yeah.
To just let people be led to the slaughter like that. They're beyond. I don't know what that's the part where I'm like, I don't know. I got no answer for that one. Go ahead, Joe.
I wouldn't go as far as saying they're brainwashed. They're in fear of their own lives. Like, because of the way the country is, if they don't just fall in line and be good little fucking robot soldiers for Putin, their lives are at risk.
And the North Koreans too, because the North Koreans are there now too. You know,
so like, you know, it's
there you go.
Oh, did you see they used it? Did you guys see they used an ICBM this week?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Cool some really cool video. If you ever want to see what it looks like when an ICBM drops fucking through the fucking atmosphere, like there's some cool video out there if you want to watch it. Like,
so I mean, it's not the people not thinking. It's the people.
It's not the people on the street. No,
they're fearing for their lives. Like here, you know, yes, like you said, if we were losing that many fucking people to a war,
like 1,000 a day, 1,000
thousands a day, there would be riots here. But here we don't have
what happened during Vietnam.
Fucking the hammer of fucking communism floating over our fucking heads.
What happened in Vietnam? Why is our entire military all volunteer now? Before you even think about it, I'll give you the answer. Viet fucking Nam.
Yeah.
Vietnam is the reason we have an all volunteer force now.
That's right.
And there were riots in the fucking streets because of Vietnam. There were riots in the fucking streets here.
Exactly.
Because we're not fucking them. Because we're not fucking them.
And we also learn over time as Americans, we learn from our fucking history and our past. It might take us 20, 30 fucking years to fucking figure it out, but we're going to figure it out.
We have to figure it out. I mean,
we do. And if we have to go through some hard ass fucking times to get there, that's fucking fine too.
Yeah. I mean,
fucking hard times. Like,
yeah, I mean, we all have different perspectives about what's going on too, especially like, I mean, I don't understand why we're fucking using ICBMs, you know, like that's fucking crazy.
I think you want to know what my theory is? I think they just wanted to fucking test one out to see if it still worked. Like straight up, like, yeah, that's right. Freedom fighter. That's exactly right. And but like John said, eventually we learn. The reason we got thanked and fucking applauded coming through the fucking airports, coming home, is because of how bad America treated its fucking soldiers coming home from Vietnam. And a lot of them, it wasn't their choice. They got drafted. You know what I mean? There were more people that volunteered for Vietnam than there were draftees, but there were still a shitload of people that did not belong and did not want to be there.
That's right.
Like, so there's that. And that's exactly why, like, true freedom is, do you want to join the military? You have that freedom. You have that freedom. You don't have to. You don't have to. Right? You have to. If you get the fucking notice, you're going. And you're going straight to the front line, and you're going to get waxed in fucking Ukraine, and you're going to grow some fucking sunflowers. And nobody's going to give a fuck. Nobody's going to give a fuck.
And we're going to we're going to get those sunflowers, and we are going to feed you with them.
So, Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
You got everything ready, John?
Yep.
Ooh. Well, pilgrims, we've had a hell of a year. We've been up, we've been down, we've been all around. Jay's got another adventure tale to tell you today. Why don't you hop up and belly up to the bar there, sit on that there bar stool. Let's spit some dirt and wet our whistles. It's time for Jay's Roadhouse. All right. So last night was the championship game for the National Women's Soccer League, the NWSL. And this year, after the our local team, the KC Current, opened the very first professional sports stadium built for women in the entire world, and it opened up earlier this year. The NWSL decided to have their championship here this year, so that was really fucking cool, right? Unfortunately, our KC Current did not make it. They made it to the semifinals where they were defeated by the Orlando Pride. Last night's match was between the Orlando Pride and I believe it's the Washington Spirit. They're from DC, Washington Spirit, I think. I was fortunate enough to be put on the field. I was in one of the corners, and I was basically Joe, you're gonna get a kick out of this. Are you ready? Like, I was basically watching the equipment for CBS. So CBS, it was broadcast live on CBS and Paramount, but I was watching their equipment while I was watching the game, while I was watching the crowd, kind of at the same time, right? And so it was really fun to kind of be like right there when, you know, the people that are on national TV are talking to the cameras, basically, right? So that's always kind of fun to watch. By the way, like really odd, like Magic Johnson was there last night. That was really cool. Like I got to see Magic Johnson, and at one point they brought him over to the table they were at over there where I was, and I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet from fucking Magic Johnson. Like that's pretty fucking cool, right? Like, I don't know. It's just something that happens every once in a while when you do security, right? Like you just might end up next to somebody that's somebody, right? So that was kind of fun. The game was good. It was a good game. I'm going to have to take away a few points on the crowd last night. So we had a lot of KC Current fans there filling the stands. Orlando and Washington both traveled well. So they both had fan bases that were represented fairly well there. The stadium was packed, which made Kansas City look very, very good. I was very, very proud of my city for showing up and filling the stands. Even if our ladies weren't in the game. It was a good game, hard fought match. The match was decided by a single goal. It was a 1-0 game. The Orlando Pride are your 2024 NWSL champions. So congratulations to the Orlando Pride. Here we go. Round of applause. Butterfly, thank you. Thank you, Butterfly. Like, seriously. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Like, thank you, Butterfly. So yeah, congratulations to Orlando for taking the victory. I got to take a couple points away from the fans though. After the game and towards the end of the game, we started having some problems in the crowd. And this is the first every single game I've ever worked at this stadium. Like, you know, one of the reasons I like working at this stadium is because we never have fucking problems there. You've
never had said once that you've ever had to deal with a straggler or someone overdrunk or
like,
having
Everybody goes there to watch the game. It's a festive atmosphere. They come in, they watch the game, they get out, and it's beautiful like that. And I understand. Yes, it was a championship game. I'll give them that. It was a championship game. I understand the dynamics behind that. Some of the not so nice elements started coming out last night. And it happened. The very first arrest ever made at that stadium was made last night.
Oh shit!
Hey, somebody's got to be first, right? Somebody's always got to be first, right?
And who was
it? I mean, if you're not first, you're last.
I was about to say, who was it? Like, no, don't do that.
And then after the game, we started having some problems with like some of the crowd, not all, but like there was a lot of the refs made a couple of questionable calls. They made a couple of questionable non-calls going both ways during the game. And with no disrespect to anybody's fan bases, but both teams' fan bases kind of showed their asses a little bit last night at different times after the game. And I was not pleased with that at all. I was not pleased with that at all. It was it just made me feel kind of icky. And it's one of those like, dude, did you come here to get pissed off? Like, it's fucking sports, dude. Like it's not the end of the world. Like it's just not the end of the world. And when I see people get like grown human beings getting pissy about either winning or losing, it doesn't matter if you're a bad winner or a bad loser, you fucking suck either way. You just fucking suck either way. So you're just not going to get any points from me on that one. Again, I don't do excuses. So Orlando and Washington D.C. For your fan bases, for your ladies soccer teams, like do gooder next time, because I'm pretty sure all the Kansas City locals
Do gooder.
Yeah, do way gooder, because like I'm pretty sure all the Kansas City locals that weren't fans of those teams left when the game was over, and these two fan bases just acted like pricks, like in both directions. Like the winners and the losers both acted like pricks last night at different points, and I was fucking disappointed. Like just really like first time I've ever had an issue with that fucking stadium, and it was because of other teams' fans. Like get fucked. Seriously, like I don't care who the fuck you are. You're in Kansas City, dude. Like have some class. You're in fucking Kansas City. Have some class. Like fuck off with that shit. Like don't need it. Don't want it. Fuck off. Go ahead.
And that's one thing, both me and John, we've come. Huh?
You can put it back. Put the three of us back up. You're good. That was it.
Okay.
That was the Roadhouse. Go ahead.
I mean, and that's the thing. Both me and John, we've come out there to Kansas City. Unfortunately, when I came out there to visit the Royals that just weekend, they happened to be out of town. There was no sporting event for us to go to or anything. Yeah. I know you and John went to a game when John came out. But just from being in Kansas City and knowing, not just you, Jay, but I have, another buddy that lives in the area too, having two people that live in the area and being there and knowing how the people of Kansas City are. They're very respectful. They're very welcoming. They understand that their city is a tourist city.
That's right.
And they don't get pissed about it because they're just generally nice Midwesterners, and they want you to feel welcome when you come to their home.
That is correct. 100%.
So,
but you better have some fucking class when you do.
Here's my thing. If you're going to go, if your team is playing at a fucking stadium in the KC area and you're going to go, you best show fucking respect to where you're at.
Yes.
Don't act like a fucking tool.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Real quick, because I know we have to kind of go soon. Do we have any thoughts? What is your guys' opinion on what Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy on in the DOGG want to do with the VA? Are you following that whole ordeal?
Yeah, I am. We can talk about that a little bit more next week. There's currently debate over whether or not they're even going to try, because they know the veteran thing is like a hot button, like don't touch issue. But we'll see. We'll see. Everyone's gonna get exactly what the fuck they voted for earlier this month. So reap it.
Yeah.
Like go back to last week's episode. It was called Reap It. So just reap it.
And now for our final segment, we got Thanksgiving. Yeah, actually, I want to read more into that situation too. I'd love to talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about it next week.
So one of the craziest things that I was able to be a part of as a cook was Thanksgiving.
Fucking A.
And it was probably one of the few times I actually felt like, I like being a cook. This is worth it, And I started learning about certain traditions, during the frontier soldiers. They had started the tradition of the commanders serving the soldiers in their outposts, and how Thanksgiving was such a vital part for the military. Especially one thing that I thought was very special, that during World War II, the French were allowing American soldiers into their homes to have Thanksgiving dinner with them. And I always think that, obviously outside of the military, Thanksgiving is such a big holiday for so many people. But in the military, I feel like the military tries so hard to show that embodiment of Thanksgiving. So what were some of your experiences?
The first, probably my two most memorable. What were you going to say, Joe?
I actually had a Thanksgiving in boot camp.
Oh, that's cool. I never did that. I never did that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
My two most memorable Thanksgivings were the first two that I ever had in the Army. So the year I joined, and then the year after. And the year I joined, I was started as a mechanic, so I was stationed at Fort Leonard Wood, and I ate Thanksgiving dinner in the DFAC because I couldn't go. I couldn't go anywhere to be with anybody like family wise. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just staying here. You know what I mean? I just chilled out for a 4-day, you know what I mean? But I had Thanksgiving dinner in the DFAC. I did the DFAC Thanksgiving dinner that day. And then my second Thanksgiving in the Army was in Afghanistan then a year later. So
how was that?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, we had just changed FOBs. We had changed bases for any civilians out there listening. We started in one and we had to move all of our shit and go to another one. And we were on a Spanish FOB. The second one we went to was a Spanish FOB, and they set up Thanksgiving dinner inside the motor pool, the maintenance bay. Inside the maintenance bay, they set up Thanksgiving dinner for us, and we had Thanksgiving dinner in the maintenance bay where I basically worked when we weren't on mission every day. And we had Thanksgiving dinner in a maintenance bay in what's the fucking name of that goddamn village? Motherfucker. Fucking I'm Todd. Fucking whatever. It was in the Bad Geese province. Like, I don't fucking remember. Yeah, I'm fucking there you go. There you go with my fucking goddamn
Well,
brain.
you guys always gave nicknames to a lot of these places too. So
I remember what the Spanish called it, but I was trying to think of the name of the Afghan village that it was in. And I couldn't, like, it ain't coming to me right now. So fuck it. Like it's all good. But it was cool. I remember having, it was a good meal. It was a good fucking meal. You know, I ate hearty, I ate well. And, you know, and it was, I spent Christmas at that same FOB that year. You know what I mean?
Happy Thanksgiving, D.
From the dungeon. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Be safe. We'll see you next week, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my first two Thanksgivings in the Army, and I remember those two probably better than the others.
So, I mean, my first Thanksgiving, and this is just because of fucking where I got stationed at and family and shit. I got lucky, so I was able to spend my first Thanksgiving off post with family. The perks of your dad being a first sergeant and your cousin being a 2-star general, I guess. Because I'd only arrived at my first duty station like a month before fucking Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right.
And then a month after, or right in January of that next year, I was in fucking Iraq for the first time.
Right.
And then my second Thanksgiving was in Iraq. So
you kind of had like a similar to me then.
Like, So, except I didn't have to do DFAC Thanksgiving the first year.
That's interesting.
Oh, Quali Now. That's the name of the fucking place was. Quali Now. But it's in the Bad Geese province, like in northwestern Afghanistan. But yeah.
And I mean, for us though, like for us, the FOB we were on in Iraq, we a bunch of us, we got together, we obtained a couple turkeys, and we spatchcocked them and then grilled the fucking turkeys our damn selves. Because we were kind of that loner platoon.
The loner platoon. Yeah. That's what when I was with the engineers doing route clearance as a mechanic, that's what we were too. We were like this isolated platoon that just kind of got attached different places. And we went on missions as the higher echelons dictated.
Yeah.
Like we were like fucking A, Joe. Fucking A. Dude.
So we just and a lot of my first deployment was spent with the Brits.
Oh, that's cool.
So, you know, we're not supposed to have, and this is all of us that were involved, we're out now. So this isn't anything that's you're not supposed to have alcohol overseas as an American troop. But find the Brits. Find the fucking Brits.
Some of the or the Italians or the Spanish. Some of the other NATO countries don't have those fucking rules. You know,
it's just us for whatever fucking reason.
We also weren't supposed to have porn, but guess what the fuck we had? You know what I mean? Like holy shit.
I mean, it's not hard to obtain fucking pornographic material though.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
But saying. So I mean, my first deployment for Thanksgiving, we're fucking grilling and smoking turkeys and fucking drinking fucking booze with the fucking Brits. Like we broke bread with the Brits on Thanksgiving because we were always fucking attached with the one fucking group of Brits that was on our fob. So really cool. We just were like, hey, you know, we understand you don't celebrate this holiday, but come celebrate it with us. Y'all come hang out with us. We'll get, you know, we'll give you some good American cooking. You give us some alcohol.
I like it. I like it.
Dig it. Happy Thanksgiving.
Now, I want to say I worked 3, but I only remember 2. But my first military Thanksgiving was in boot camp. And me and Strobridge, who I do the show The Artificial High with, we actually we're talking about how we sat a couple seats away from each other and just how thinking we were having hot dogs and hamburgers and candy in boot camp,
and it was
for Thanksgiving.
And for one day, for one goddamn day, it was okay.
Yeah, and you know what was interesting too? It was the only time I ever saw the drill sergeants be not drill sergeants. They were let the it was like, you know, when you go into the army and you're a private and you're just having regular conversations with sergeants and you're just kind of baffled that this is even happening in a way because you're new and you're just like, is this even allowed? That's what it felt like, you know, having cool conversations like that. But I think one of the coolest things for me being a cook and working those Thanksgivings was just seeing all the stuff that we would see come in, like the dead pigs and us putting Coca-Cola inside the turkeys and the hams. That was another fun part. But it was fun. Thanksgiving meant a lot to us as soldiers. It still does. And I hope that every soldier out there deployed, stateside, training, whichever it may be, that you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, because it's going to be a beautiful one this year. Absolutely. It's going to be a cold one, you know? And
we have a lot. We always, no matter how bad things might seem, we will always have a lot to be thankful for.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Do not fret. Do not be discouraged. We always have something to be thankful and grateful for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And this is perfect time to transition us into our final thought, guys. And it's probably just more perfect even saying because of what this week's holiday is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go ahead. What you got?
Yeah.
First thing I want to ask is what are y'all's plans this holiday? I mean, we're talking about what we've done in the past.
No comment right now. I'll talk to you guys offline. No comment.
Okay.
I'm just eat.
I'll
be
eat.
with family.
Yeah, I'll eat. How about that? I'm gonna eat.
I'm scared what type of eating Jay's gonna do.
You never know. With me, you never know.
It sounds emotional. But yeah. What about you, Squilini? What are you doing?
I mean, go to the in-laws for the day. I picked up a fucking ham. So I took this week off for the holiday. Usually I either take the week of Thanksgiving or the week of Christmas off. And that's just because me and the other manager in my department, we have to swap who has off. So this year I've got Thanksgiving, so I picked up a fucking ham. So I'm going to be fucking throwing that on the smoker on Wednesday. And then Thursday morning when we get up to start getting ready and whatnot, going through and picking up, putting the ham back in the oven just to kind of heat it back up before we have to head out. And I'm going to make the glaze for that, but we're going over there,
Oh yeah.
A lot of food. They're doing a turkey. I'm doing the ham. I'm also smoking some eggs to do deviled eggs with.
Nice.
Like smoked deviled eggs.
Nice.
Fucking Chef's kiss,
I
my
can't.
guys.
I literally I can't wait to make it out to fucking Cackalack and have you cook for me.
Oh.
Just pretty please with sugar on top, like just once. Like all the meat,
Yeah.
all the fixins. Like just I want to feast with Joe. Like because you feast and I love it. I love
We
it.
feast, and we'll be doing a lot of feasting this week. That's for
We
sure.
will. John,
That
what
was
are
a
you doing?
fucking return on that fucking opening kick, Jay.
I don't have it on right now. Like I'm
So what
fuck you,
here?
Joe. Fuck you, Joe.
Yeah. So here, look, guys. It's Thanksgiving week, and we're not going to sugarcoat it for you. You know that there are going to be people that you're going to be thinking about this week when you're going to be thinking about the people who are not sitting at that table with you. Remember them.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to do. Remember them.
Remember them well, and know that they don't want to see you fucking sad all the time and crying in your fucking beer about it. Today is the birthday of my best friend that I lost when we were 22. In a few months, it's going to officially pass the time where he has now been gone longer than he was alive. In a few months, because he would have been 44 today. He passed away when we were 22, and like that was that long ago in my life. And soon there's going to be more time since he's been gone than he was even here on Earth. And it's okay to still have feelings about that. And so the pain is never going to go away. God damn it. The pain's nobody ever said the pain's going to go away. But did they want us to fucking be crying in our beers about it fucking 22 years later?
It's painful because it's real.
Yeah. Well, and I know they would want us to be as good as we can and to do the best we can. And by God, to have as much good times as we can, because it's fucking short. And we never know. We just never fucking know. There's no reason to what do you call it? Like, get so down in the dumps that you can't bubble back to the surface a little bit. You know what I mean? It takes time. We have seasons. There's darkness. There's freaking insecurity and all the things that happen in life. We don't fucking quit, though. We do not quit. Like that, like straight up, we just can't quit. John, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. So, I mean, look, guys, just remember them. That's honestly, remember why you were grateful just tell them why you were grateful. They're listening. They're there with you. Okay. But you're not alone in this. Okay. You are not alone in this. And if you're having a hard time, if you don't feel that maybe the environment that you're in is not a good time to talk about these things, and you don't want to talk to anybody about it, that's okay. You can contact the National Suicide Hotline. You can text or call 988 or 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. You could call them today. They are literally there to hear your story and to get you through whatever you're going through.
And they'll be working on Thanksgiving too. They will be working on Thanksgiving.
Guys, thank you so much for coming to another episode, 185. It's kind of crazy we've gotten this far. We hope that you guys have a safe and happy holiday.
Please, pretty please with sugar on top. Be safe on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the whole fucking weekend.
Do not drink and drive.
Do not fucking drink and drive. Holy shit, do not.
Take a knee, never a day off.
Yep.
That's right. So guys,
that's it.
Keep it safe, eat full. Remember those, be grateful, drink water, smoke weed, drink beer, have lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a fucking good one.
Go Chiefs!